morning. Welcome to Tribune News on Q, your go-to morning news source. Only here at the Daily Tribune. We're live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and a Daily Tribune official on TikTok. For today's headlines. The camp of former House Speaker Martin Romualdez has dismissed as outright baseless reports claiming he used a contractor couple as fronts to buy a luxury property in Makati. Contractor Pacifico Curly Discaya says he is frustrated with the government, claiming contractors are being punished for exposing flood control corruption, while politicians involved remain untouched. The PNP confirmed that a Laguna court has issued an arrest warrant against businessman Charlie Atong Ang, prompting police to deploy teams to locate him. Senator Sherwin Gatchalian said renewed impeachment efforts against Vice President Sara Duterte may face stronger resistance in Congress, with more lawmakers backing her amid the flood control controversy. The Marcos administration is reviewing its pension reform for military and uniformed personnel, as higher basic pay for active members is expected to increase program costs. The Philippines is projected to be the second fastest growing economy in Southeast Asia this year and the next, according to the World Bank. The Kings of K-pop BTS is set to electrify Manila once again with two massive shows on 13th to 14th of March 2027 as part of their highly anticipated 2026 to 2027 World Tour. Kiefer Alas is unlikely to return to the Philippines in March for the NBTC National Finals as he continues his stints in the United States. Today is the 14th of January, and I'm Eliana Lacap bringing you today's top stories. Let's kick things off with today's weather. Tropical Depression Ada slightly intensifies as it moves westward over the Philippine Sea, east of Mindanao. Maximum sustained winds reach 55 km per hour near the center, with gusts up to 70 km per hour. Ada may pass near eastern and northern Samar on Friday or Saturday, approaching Catanduanes by Sunday. The system, along with the northeast monsoon, will bring strong to gale force winds in parts of Luzon, Calabarzon, Bicol, Visayas, and Palawan. Coastal waters will be rough to very rough in northern and eastern seaboards. Mariners are advised to avoid venturing out to sea. Residents are advised to stay alert and follow local advisories. Now for a traffic update. Light traffic is reported at Balintawak Toll Plaza, Bocaue Toll Plaza, and San Fernando northbound and southbound lanes. Approaching Mindanao Toll Plaza, motorists may encounter an approximate 6 to 7 vehicle queue. All other areas of NLEX, SOTEX, and NLEX connector, including toll plazas and interchanges, are experiencing light traffic conditions. Motorists are advised to stay alert and follow traffic advisories for a safe and smooth trip. Now let's move on to this morning's headlines. The camp of former House Speaker Martin Romualdez has dismissed as outright baseless reports alleging he used contractor couple Curly and Sara Discaya as fronts in buying a Makati property. Lawyer Aide Fajardo said Romualdez had no knowledge of the deal and has never transacted with the Discayas. While the issue may resurface in the Senate Blue Ribbon probe on the flood control scandal, Fajardo cited Curly Discaya's sworn House testimony, denying any direct dealings or kickbacks. Romualdez remains confident that evidence-based inquiries will clear his name. Now, contractor Pacifico Curly Discaya voiced frustration with the government, saying he and other whistleblowers have been punished for exposing corruption in flood control projects, while implicated politicians remain untouched. Discaya denied the ghost project allegations, noting most work was legitimate and audited, and criticized the Senate probes for focusing mainly on recent years. He shared the personal toll, including his wife's imprisonment over a disputed project, and pointed out systemic extortion of contractors. Despite the challenges, he said exposing the system has lowered kickbacks and made contractors more aware of corrupt practices. The Philippine National Police confirmed a Laguna court has issued a warrant for businessman Charlie Atong Ang over kidnapping and homicide charges tied to the disappearance of up to 100 cockfight enthusiasts. Police teams are actively searching for Ang following Supreme Court procedures including body-worn cameras. Families of the missing welcomed the warrant as a step towards justice. Ang's lawyer called it premature, promising to pursue legal remedies while maintaining his client's innocence, and blaming whistleblower Joey Dondon Patindongan as Ang has been a fugitive since non-bailable warrants were issued. Now, renewed impeachment proceeding against Vice President Sara Duterte may face stiffer resistance as pro-Duterte lawmakers in Congress have grown since the last attempt, Senator Sherwin Gatchalian said. Political shifts, the upcoming 2028 elections and Supreme Court ruling alter automatic complaint transmittal and uncertainty. Gatchalian said the strength of evidence and public opinion will influence any move, while some lawmakers like Representative Benny Abante question whether enough support exists. The House now awaits the SC's decision on its motion for reconsideration, which could reactivate the old articles of impeachment. Now, the Marcos administration is reviewing its pension reform for military and uniformed personnel amid higher costs from recent salary hikes for active personnel. Retiree pensions are automatically tied to active salaries, so increases for serving personnel also boosts retiree pay. The 2026 budget sets aside 6.3 billion pesos for pension adjustments, part of a 21.7 billion peso base pay overhaul, and raises the daily subsistence allowance from 150 to 350 pesos. Officials stress that MUP welfare is a priority, while experts caution that automatic pension indexing could put additional strain on government finances. The World Bank projects the Philippines to grow 5.3% in 2026 and 5.4% in 2027, making it Southeast Asia's second fastest growing economy after Vietnam. The 2026 forecast meets the government's 5 to 6% target, though 2025 fell slightly short. The Philippines is expected to outpace neighbors like Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, and Cambodia. Risks to growth include trade restrictions, policy uncertainty, slower China growth, political instability, social unrest, national disasters, and last year's earthquakes, while private sector adaptability, AI investments, and export expansion could boost prospects. Army's Get Ready BDS is set to perform in Manila for 2 shows on March 13th to 14th of 2027 as part of their 2026 to 2027 World Tour, marking their first full Philippine concert in nearly a decade, with all 7 members reunited after military service. The Manila stop comes after tour dates across Asia, North America, and Europe featuring a 360-degree in-the-round stage. While the exact venue is unconfirmed, major arenas like the Philippine Arena or SM Mall of Asia Arena are likely. Ticket and pre-sale details are expected soon. Kiefer Alas is doubtful to return to the Philippines this March for the NBTC National Finals due to his busy schedule with Utah Prep Academy in the United States. His father, Louis, said Utah's prep's demanding season, with over 30 games across multiple leagues, may clash with NBTC commitments. Alas recently impressed with 34 points and 10 three-pointers. The family plans to reassess his availability after the season ends in May. Before moving abroad, Alas Phenom, Blue Fire, and Team Hustle teams suffered close losses in previous NBTC competitions. Now a quick look at today's horoscope. Today calls for reflection and forward momentum, Capricorn. One part of you is busy planning ahead, while another lingers in the loops of nostalgia. Looking back doesn't have to hold you back. It can remind you of the choices you've made and why, reigniting your strength to keep moving forward. Embrace the lessons of the past while stepping confidently towards your dreams, and let reflection fuel your progress. Now, Katribo, did you know that on this day, January 15th in 2015, Pope Francis arrived in the Philippines for a historic 5-day visit themed Mercy and Compassion? He landed at Villamor Air Base in Pasay City, welcomed by President Aquino and thousands of Filipinos. The visit focused on comforting Typhoon Haiyan survivors in Leyte and culminated in a final mass at Luneta Park on January 18th, attended by an estimated 6 to 7 million people, the largest people gathering in history. Activities included meetings with leaders, masses with clergy, and encounters with families, marking the fourth papal visit to the country and the first of the 21st century. Now today's viral story comes from an Instagram reel by Levi Batak, which has racked up 570,000 views, showing two women having a conversation in a very unusual spot. In the clip, the women are talking on opposite sides of an escalator, seemingly without any care in the world. The poster captioned it "Barrier of Communication Escalator," prompting netizens to comment things like "when the tea escalates," along with other witty and funny reactions. That's all for now, mga ka-Tribu. Join us again at 1 o'clock p.m. for more updates. This has been Eliana Lacap for Tribune News on Q.